Jesus Christ himself seemed to make this exact point in the clearest, most explicit language imaginable. Again, let's go to the Sermon on the Mount. Matthew chapter 5, starting in verse 17. Jesus is addressing the Mosaic law, the 613 commands of the Old Testament, and he says this: "Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. For truly I tell you, until heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen will by any means disappear from the law until everything is accomplished. Therefore, anyone who sets aside one of the least of these commands and teaches others accordingly will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever practices and teaches these commands will be called great in the kingdom of heaven." I want you to pause and think about how stunningly clear that is. He says that he did not come to abolish the law. He says not a single jot, an iota, or a tittle, a tiny pen stroke of the law will disappear until heaven and earth pass away. And he finishes by saying that anyone who sets aside even the least of these commands and teaches others to do so will be called least in the kingdom. This is a direct, objective command from the central figure of Christianity to continue observing the entirety of the Old Testament law. That includes the dietary laws, the purity codes, the laws about clothing, and the punishments for breaking them. So, do Christians obey this clear, objective command from their Savior? Almost none of them do.